Welcome back to Studio 10. If you have prescription drugs you don't need anymore, you can get rid of them safely this Saturday. The Baldwin County Community Alliance, law enforcement officials, and the Drug Enforcement Administration have teamed up for another Drug Take-Back Day. This is Agent Jason Capstraw from the DEA. And first, let's put this into perspective, why this is something that you guys continue to do. I read that Americans are abusing prescription drugs now more than cocaine, heroin, hallucinogens, and inhalants. Is that right?
That is correct. Prescription drug abuse today in the United States is second only to marijuana abuse. We have more people abusing prescription drugs than cocaine, heroin, inhalants, and hallucinogens combined.
Wow. That is incredible. So how do these prescription drugs usually end up on the street? Are kids taking them from mom's medicine cabinet? Are people breaking into homes?
You've hit it right on the head. What we're seeing mostly is we see that more than 60% of the time that people start abusing prescription drugs, it came from a home medicine cabinet. People will get a prescription, a legitimate prescription for an ache or pain that they have, at which time they may take 2 or 3, they feel better, and they don't use the rest of the prescription. So now you have it just sitting in your medicine cabinet.
Right.
And that's where they're generally coming from. We know that less than 5% of people that use prescription drugs for the first time get them on the streets. Almost 60% come from a home medicine cabinet.
And the prescription drugs can be a gateway to some of those harder drugs that we just talked about, the cocaine, the heroin.
Correct.
Can be very, very dangerous. Now, you can get rid of the unwanted prescription drugs this Saturday from 10 till 2, and you can help prevent theft and pill abuse. So how is this drug take-back going to work? What do we need to do to help out?
It's very simple. Go to www.dea.gov. On the right-hand side, you'll see a little icon that says Got Drugs. Click on that. It'll take you to another page, and you just put in your zip code.
Okay.
It will then give you a radius, and it will tell you every drop-off site within a 50-mile radius of your zip code. Just within Mobile and Baldwin counties, there's over 20 of them.
Okay, and we have all of those listed on fox10tv.com on our Studio 10 page. Now, we know you're going to be taking pills, but what about things like patches, needles?
We will take patches. Please don't bring us needles. Please don't bring us liquids.
Okay.
Patches, pills, capsules, powders, we will take all of those, but please, no liquids, no needles.
How can you safely dispose of things like that, the liquids and the needles, and make sure they don't get into the wrong hands?
Well, with the liquids and that sort of thing, you can go to multiple stores in the area, and generally for about $1, $1.50, you can buy a kitty litter tray and disposable kitty litter.
Huh.
Just pour it into the kitty litter, seal it back up, and there you go. Now you've got something you just throw in the garbage. No one's going to go in there, no one's going to get it out, and by the time it gets absorbed into all the kitty litter, it's basically inert.
Very interesting. Now, this Drug Take-Back Day, you mentioned locations all over our area. This is free. It's anonymous.
This is free. It's anonymous. The most any of us will say to you is hello, thank you. That's all. You just walk in, drop it off. This will be our 8th time doing this nationwide. To date, we've taken back more than 1,700 tons of prescription drugs. It's better than 3.4 million pounds.
Wow.
And we're seeing it work. So we're very excited by it.
As a pet parent, and I know so many pet parents are out there, I want to ask this, because we get prescriptions for our cats, for our dogs, and other animals. Are you taking that kind of prescription?
We will take
too?
them. Bring them to us.
Okay.
We will take them.
Anything like that. So, if someone wants to get rid of drugs, they can't make it this Saturday. The prescription drugs, you mentioned the liquids with the kitty litter, but you don't want us to flush them. You don't want us to throw them away so they get in the wrong hands. If we can't make it, what should we do?
If you can't make it, please don't flush them down your toilets. What we are seeing is that it is causing water supply problems. It is causing contamination problems. We are very lucky in the Mobile Baldwin County area that a number of our police departments and our sheriff's departments have installed drop boxes for prescription drugs in their offices. If you go Proud to Be Drug Free Baldwin County, it will show you all of our local police departments and sheriff's offices that have drop boxes. Again, free, anonymous, nobody asks any questions.
All right, that sounds good. You don't want them to end up in the wrong hands. So again, 1,700 tons of unwanted prescription medication has been collected over the past 3.5 years, right?
Correct.
And we want that number to continue to climb, so there are drop-off locations throughout Baldwin County and Mobile. And as I mentioned, we have a list of all of those locations on our Studio 10 page on fox10tv.com. So take your unused, expired medication to one of those boxes this Saturday between 10 and 2 and help get drugs off our streets. Thank you so much for being here and for doing this.
Thank you very much.